Hi, welcome back to another episode of The Corporate Shift. My name is Ingrid H. Turner. I am the spiritual advisor here at Corporate Hippie Connection. I am pleased as ever to be connecting with you today. All right, so I want to talk about maybe kind of a tricky concept for my fellow business owners out there, for my entrepreneurs. The concept of you are not what you do. That is not the magic that you are presenting to the world. It is the form, most likely, potentially, that your magic is taking, but it is not your magic. See, all of us are here to bring through an essence, a passion, the thing that lights you up, that sets your soul on fire. That's it. That's your stuff. That's your mojo. That's what you're meant to bring out into the world, and through the vehicle of your passion, be of service on this planet. And at the same time, fill your own cup exponentially. But where we can get lost is mistaking who we are and our value and our worth for what we're doing. That can be the business that you're running. It can be tied to the revenue that you're generating. It can be tied to the reviews that are coming in. When you start to equate your whole identity, your what I call an ego identity around your doing, or feedback around your doing, you've cut yourself off from your mojo. And this is tricky because what you're doing is important, because it is the vehicle through which your mojo, your magic, your way of being of infinite service on this planet comes out into the world. But the minute that we start to identify with it as ourselves, it calcifies and it begins to close. And our magic, your magic, has a harder and harder time pushing through that. And so we begin to experience burnout and exhaustion and struggle and frustration. And we think that, there's something fundamentally wrong with us when things aren't going maybe powerfully, wonderfully in our business, right? In your creation. You're gonna know this is happening to you because you're gonna get very heady about things. You're gonna get really lost in the minutia, very distracted. But it's a distracted kind of focus. Your mind will want to say, but I'm focusing on it. I'm working really hard. And there's working hard from that intuitive or heart-led space, which feels joyful and a fun challenge and an adventure, and let's build it. And then there's that hard work where you just kind of dig in and burrow in and just, it feels like you're moving through molasses, or things are just kind of falling apart and not going quite right, or you're running into a lot of roadblocks. Spirit says to me often, trust the blocks, trust the blocks. If you're running into a big roadblock, that is your cue to take your hands off of your creation. Take a step back and to not reevaluate, but reassess in your heart, where am I stuck in my identity with what is happening here? Where are my sticky points? Where am I not able to be open to new opportunities or new information, or open to letting something go that maybe isn't a good fit anymore, or perhaps never was? Where am I forcing? And is there an opportunity for me to just take a step back and reassess from my heart? Is this in alignment with the core essence of my being? Because when you breathe and you get centered in your heart, because you're out there creating, you know what you have to offer. You may not have words for it. You may not have this succinct little tagline for the magic of you, but you know what your magic feels like. And when you overlay the magic of your heart over the form that you're struggling with, maybe it's an arm of your business, maybe it's a project, maybe it's, revenue is not where you want it to be, or whatever is showing up to sort of nag at you, overlay the essence of your heart, which is how do I authentically want to feel? overlay that with what's going on, and you're gonna have a very clear picture of whether that is truly in alignment with the magic, the essence of your being. If that is the right vehicle for your mojo, for your juicy goodness to come out into the world. It's okay for things to change and shift and grow and evolve. That is the nature of what you are doing here. You are not here to be a line worker. You are not here to take orders and just do what you're told. You're here to innovate, innovate, innovate. And that constant innovation means that you're always going to be changing and shifting and recreating. When you stop shifting and changing and recreating and trying things on and being open to new possibilities, you know that you're closing down the pipeline for your magic to come through to the world. And that's okay. It's a very human thing to do because we are all conditioned from a young age that our value is in what we can produce. Our value is in what we do and what we bring in. But I want you to start to unravel that and spend more time in your heart and overlaying that heart essence. Even if you don't have words for it, you know what it feels like. Overlay that essence on everything that you're doing when you start to feel stuck, crystallized, crusty, cringy, all of that sort of, that's when you need to reassess in your heart and take a step back and make sure that you are still in alignment with what it is that you are producing in this world. And remember, you are not what you produce. What you produce has massive impact only when you let it be the vehicle for you, because you are having the massive impact. Even if you're selling a product and nobody ever, moves up the supply chain to the top and your face is not associated with your company, it's still your energy and your magic reaching the planet and making a difference in this world. All right, so let us know if that's helpful. Does that resonate with you? How does that feel for you? What kind of practices do you have in place to ensure that you don't lose touch with the magic of your heart and what you know you are meant to birth into this existence? Leave us a comment. We're all learning from each other here. Thank you so much. I adore you, and I'll see you next week.